So I can still vividly remember that bright, sunny afternoon in Delhi. That day, I decided to leave my office a little earlier than usual to avoid rush hour traffic. And as I made my way through the highway, I received a call from my father. And he said that my little cousin Shivam had met with a serious accident and that we needed to rush to Kanpur. I told him I was already on my way, but couldn't come to imagine what serious meant. Isn't it hard for us to imagine even a scratch on the people we love, forget about something much worse? And Shivam was more than a little cousin for me. He had an extremely tough childhood growing up, having lost his father when he was only 2. We were a decade apart, and he had taken me to be a mentor, and to me, he was like a son. I was sure he'll be okay. But moments later, I received another call from my father, and this time he said, "Don't tell your mother yet, but Shivam is no more." I felt sick to my stomach. I couldn't even drive. I left my car behind a bus stop and just took a taxi home. All I had were flashes of him as a baby, as a little boy, and then as a teenager being playful around me. My disbelief and sense of helplessness continued. I wanted answers. The next day, I visited the crash site and discovered that Shivam could have been saved. He wanted to live. But no one could help him as he lay bleeding on the road. They were too scared of the legal repercussions that have traditionally followed such help. Road crashes are one of the most pressing public health issues in the world, disproportionately impacting the poor. SaveLIFE started as an endeavor to give the basic right to citizens to help the injured through a Good Samaritan Law. We achieved that in India's Supreme Court in 2016 and in India's Parliament in 2019. Today, SaveLIFE stands as an institution working to eradicate this severely overlooked issue altogether. The good news is that it is indeed solvable. We know because we have the approaches and the innovations to make it happen. Our comprehensive zero fatality corridor solution has proven it on the ground. And through our efforts, India will soon see a right to trauma care law. Even a 3-year-old would then know which number to call for help. Rescue teams will not wait for equipment, and ambulances will not just transport a victim, but actually sustain life. These are things that we take for granted in the West, but are severely fractured in the global South. But we don't need to wait for another generation to get there. This is achievable in the next 10 to 15 years, and not just in India, but in other low and middle income countries as well, with the right partnerships. As humans, we are fundamentally inclined to help. And today, Good Samaritans in India can step forward without fear to play their part in saving a life. They don't have to remain bystanders. And neither do you. We all have a part to play, and I hope that you'll join us. Thank you, Skoll, for this honor. Thanks to my family for always standing by me, and thank you to my team that is here. Thank you for this honor.